10 years old. I'm sitting at the dining room table with my mom having a conversation about the upcoming school year and getting school clothes. All I really wanted this year was a pair of San Francisco bell-bottom jeans. This is what all the cool kids were wearing. This is what all the popular kids were wearing, and I wanted to fit in. And I remember my mom looking at me saying, "Is that a need or a want? And do you think money grows on trees?" See, we didn't shop at the stores that carried San Francisco bell-bottom jeans. We shopped at the Goodwill, Kmart, for those of you that remember the Blue Light Special. So I didn't get those San Francisco jeans, but I was provided for. And this is where my beliefs around money began. A few years later, I'm 14 years old. I'm riding in the car with my grandfather to go have dinner with a friend of his, Dr. Thurman Heiss, who happened to be an orthodontist. And I had tied some flies for Dr. Heiss for his fly fishing adventures. I knew that he really liked fly fishing, and I was seeking his approval. And at the end of dinner, Dr. Heiss looks at me and says, "These flies are amazing, you're very good with your hands, and you're great with people. I think you'd make a great dentist." And this is where my dream of being a dentist was born. And the thought of being able to do more than my past was starting to formulate. Fast forward, I'm 19 years old. I just finished my first year of college at Mount Hood Community College in Gresham. And I finished that year with barely a 2.0 grade point average, which put me in the half of the class that made the top half possible. I was not a good student. I'm the only one in my family to go to college. Education wasn't a priority in my family. And not really knowing what to do next, I thought I would make an appointment at OHSU School of Dentistry and share my dream of being a dentist. So I made an appointment with Nora Cromley. And as Nora's looking over my high school transcripts and my Mount Hood Community College transcripts, she looks at me and says, "Wayde, you have no chance of going to dental school," which meant that my dream of being a dentist was beginning to have some cracks. It's a problem. Fast forward, I'm 26 years old. I'm driving in my Chevrolet Sprint. For those of you that don't know what a Chevrolet Sprint is, it's a tiny little cracker box of a car with a 3-cylinder motor in it that barely can get up to freeway speed. And I pull up to the Hillsborough Airport and park next to a fleet of Mercedes-Benz. And on the runway, there's a Gulfstream private jet waiting to take us. I'd been invited this weekend with my best friend at the time and his parents to go to Beverly Hills and go shopping on Rodeo Drive. We were staying at Hotel Bel Air. We were eating at all the finest restaurants that were in Beverly Hills. And I can remember we went to the Palm restaurant and everybody's ordering steak and lobster, and I'm scouring over the menu to find the cheapest thing on the menu to order because I have no money and I felt guilty about it. The next day, on Rodeo Drive, we go into the Armani store, Giorgio Armani. My best friend's father holds up a 3-piece Armani suit and says, "Wayde, you should try this on." Of course, I declined. "Thank you, Jerry, but I really can't afford anything in here." And he insisted, so I went and tried the suit on. The suit was beautiful. It was made of silk and linen and wool. It had everything in it, Italian design, beautiful. I come out, show it to Jerry. Of course, he says, "Wayde, that looks amazing. You should get it." Once again, I said, "Thank you, Jerry, but I really can't afford this." He insisted and actually ended up buying me that suit. I got the suit fitted. He ended up buying it for me. That suit at the time was $5,000, over 30 years ago. That cost more than my car that I drove to the Hillsborough Airport in. And that's the same suit that I wore to my dental school graduation. So I went from San Francisco bell-bottom jeans, not being able to have them, to an Italian design suit that was amazing. And this is where my beliefs around money began to shift again. Maybe money did grow on trees. I don't know. Maybe it's okay to want things and not need it. Fast forward, I'm 45 years old. I'm in my dental practice, and I have a patient come in to see me who has a broken upper second molar, which is a tooth on the top all the way in the back. In addition to this, she has some back troubles, which means she can't lean all the way flat, which then means I have to do dentistry standing up on my head, twisted around. About halfway through the procedure, I feel a sharp, excruciating pain in my neck, and it begins to radiate down my right arm. The pain got so severe that I couldn't finish the procedure, and I had to have my dental partner finish the procedure. That's the last procedure that I did in dentistry, the last day I did dentistry. My arm got so numb, I couldn't do a push-up, I couldn't shoot a free throw. This was a very, very scary time for me. Probably the scariest was my income went from $30,000 a month to zero overnight. My beliefs began to shift again. My beliefs around, am I a failure? Am I cursed? Things felt like they were happening to me. Things felt like they were in the way. I felt like I was stuck, like I really couldn't move forward and get going, anything going. 2.5 years later, I sell one piece of real estate that I developed, a self-storage property, for more money than I made doing dentistry for 20 years. So you can do the math, $30,000 a month for 20 years. This was a light bulb moment for me. And my belief shifted again. My belief around being cursed switched to being blessed. My belief around things in the way and happening to me shifted to things happening for me and on the way. Because see, if I was still doing dentistry, I wouldn't have been able to put all my time and energy into shifting my career to real estate development, specifically self-storage. So today, we've developed over $90 million in real estate. And I say that not to impress anybody, because that's not what this is about at all. EO is not about that. It's to impress upon everybody that it's possible to design, build, and live an extraordinary life, even if you don't come from money or wealth, even if you don't come from a family that prioritizes education, and even if you shift careers very late in life. It's possible to design, build, and live an extraordinary life. What I believe is I believe that our beliefs dictate the direction of our lives. There's something that's had a huge impact on my life, and it's called the belief cycle. Everything starts with a belief. Typically, our beliefs are shaped prior to the age of 10. Beliefs around money, relationships, time are shaped prior to the age of 10. Our beliefs lead to our thoughts. We all have between 60 and 70,000 thoughts every single day. Most of those thoughts are around what we don't want. Our thoughts lead to our emotions or feelings. Our emotions or feelings lead to our actions, or more importantly, what actions we don't take. That leads to our results, and that ties back into our beliefs. So this is a cycle that can either work for us or against us. So if we were to take money, for instance, and a scarcity of money, or maybe money's the root of all evil, or do you think money grows on trees? And some of the thoughts around that, maybe you have some thoughts around, am I worthy of the money? It's okay for other people to have it, but not for me. And then if you go down to your feelings or emotions, maybe you have some feelings around worry, doubt, maybe fear, maybe even anxiety, or God forbid, depression. So if you're in an emotional state of fear or worry, chances are you're not going to take any action. If you don't take any action, you're not going to get results, and that's going to tie back into your beliefs. So this, and substantiate the belief of scarcity around money. So this cycle can either work for us or against us. I have so many people to be grateful for on this journey to get me here. My family's here, the amazing team at StoreIT's here to support me, and especially EO. This EO community has been instrumental in my growth. Getting here, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without this support and help of EO community, and I'm super grateful for everyone. And I would like to ask everyone, what do you believe in? What are your beliefs? And if the direction of your life isn't going in the direction that you would like, I would encourage you to look at your beliefs and the belief cycle. That starts with the belief, leads to your thoughts, leads to your emotions or feelings, leads to your actions, leads to your results, and then ties back into your beliefs. That cycle. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all.